Drunken Chef 2018. We're having a good time, Johnny and I. Doing our thing again. Now, I've done a lot of entrees, lots of steak, lots of chicken, ribs, this and that. I've done a few appetizers and soups as well, but I never really touched on a good side dish. So tonight we're going to do a classic potato gratin, which most people call potatoes au gratin. I really, over the course of time, want to kind of touch on things that people buy for like, 99 cents a box and throw a couple of things like a little milk and butter in and throw it in the oven and it's garbage. With just a little bit of extra work, you could make way, way, way superior product.
Or about the same price.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe a little bit more expensive, but the quality is just so much better. So we're going to do a classic potato gratin tonight. What I have here is a bowl of probably about a cup each of milk and heavy cream. Please use whole milk for this. You know, potato gratin's not meant to be a healthy dish. Just do it. Just do it. And I'm gonna add some seasonings to this at first. So, of course, we have Anne Frank. Boom. And some nice, fresh, cracked black pepper. Thyme. We all know that I love thyme. Got my little thyme pouch that you guys have seen many times. Good little bunch of that. What I have here in this little cup is some fresh chopped rosemary and basil that I got from my garden. Fantastic stuff. The basil is nice and sweet. A little bit of a sweet leaf. Throw that right in. And what does everybody love?
Wop nuggets.
We all love the Wop nuggets. A couple teaspoons full, maybe 4 or 5 cloves worth. Alright, we're going to cut up the potatoes now. And the best way to do that for potato gratin or potatoes au gratin is with a mandolin, one of these guys. Very, very sharp. Very, very dangerous. I do not suggest you use one of these in the condition that we're in, but we're going to give this a shot. Now, most of these mandolins come with one of these handguard, little pokey things. Put your fruit, vegetable, whatever in there and go through. These things are garbage. But this also came with cut-proof or cut-resistant gloves, and these things are actually pretty good.
Well, at least you're using protection.
I tell you what, man, you don't want to raw dog this, because if you do, you might be in for a bad, bad time. So, this thing has a little foot here. Put it right in the pan. Got a little adjustment on the side for how thick you want it. Just take a potato and slice, 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 slice. And if there's a little thick piece, just let it drop. Alright, we got the potatoes all sliced with the mandolin. We tossed them in that mixture of the dairy and the spices and whatnot that we did earlier. We let them sit for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. What's going to happen there is it's going to stop the potatoes from browning, and the potatoes are going to release some of their starch into the liquid. That way when the whole thing bakes, it's going to help it thicken up. But a gratin or au gratin is not any good without cheese. What we have here is a bowl of probably, I don't know, 4 to 6 ounces of shredded orange cheddar and maybe 3-4 ounces of Parm. That's my cheese choice of the day. You could use any blended cheeses you like. Try to get it nice and blended. Now, what I have here is a greased up, I think it's a 9x13 casserole dish. What we're gonna do is just take this,
Plop.
and all of it, all at once, just plop it the fuck in. Alright, we're just gonna take this and smooth it all out, make sure everything's nice and even. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to get this set to go in the oven. Alright, this shit's going to be ready to go in the oven in just a minute. What I have here is a cookie sheet with some foil on the bottom of it. And I'm going to take the whole casserole here and just tightly cover it with some aluminum foil.
That's how limeys pronounce it.
Exactly. Now, we set this on this only because it's pretty full and there's going to be some burning drippies. So, you really want that cookie sheet and the foil to catch it and not burn in the bottom of your oven.
What is it preheated to?
It is preheated to 400 degrees. So we're gonna set this in here covered for about an hour. We're gonna go drink some beers and we'll be back then. All right, it's been about an hour or so. So we're gonna pull this out and we're gonna pull the foil off of it. And we're gonna cook it another, I don't know, 20 minutes to a half an hour. Right now the potatoes are cooked, everything's getting all happy. We pull the foil off. And it's gonna cook out some of the water. And get it nice and thick. So pull that out. I'm just gonna use my glove hands. Much safer.
Glove hands.
It's all bubbly. We're gonna go back in another 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, the potato gratin's almost ready to come out. We decided to have a little bit of meat with our potatoes. So we got some Johnsonville beer brats. Johnny, where are they made?
Apparently, according to the commercial, Johnsonville brats are made in the USA.
They are made in the USA. But these, you know, we have potatoes and cheese and beer. These are beer brats. They're going to be so good. So we're going to grill these up in a few. We will see you in a little bit. All right, we're going to drink a couple special beers tonight. I poured myself a Rusty Rail Peanut Butter Hefeweizen. 8%, good stuff, really, really good stuff. And I got Johnny a New Belgium Hemperer. It's a hempen hop ale. I personally didn't like it. I've been sitting on a bottle of it for a while, and I want to see what Johnny thinks, so let him do his thing.
Okay, so first of all, I'm opening this with the lighter. If you don't know how this works, take your fingers, do that, right? Just wrap it around. You put the lighter under here, make it nice and tight, and there you go. Useful tip if you don't know. This smells like weed.
It is the Hemperer.
It is. Kind of tastes like weed.
A little bit, to me, personally, I didn't like it because I smelled it and it smelled and tasted like a skunked bottle of Heineken.
Good enough to me.
Fair enough, fair enough. Johnny, would you like to try this peanut butter porter?
Peanut butter porter.
Yeah, not porter. Peanut butter Hefeweizen. I keep calling it porter. Hefeweizen.
Well, that is interesting.
This shit tastes delicious. Don't like what Johnny's drinking, but as long as he enjoys it, it's all good. Beer break. Drunken Chef out. Alright, it's been about, I don't know, half hour or so since the potatoes have been cooking uncovered. We're going to pull them out and let them rest now. Yeah, they're going to need to rest a little bit. All those starches are going to be really hot, so they need to cool down just a little and set up. Oh, look at that. Does that not look fucking awesome? Oh, that's going to be really good in about 10-15 minutes. So, what we're going to do while this cools down and sets up, we're going to go out and grill some Johnsonville brats. See you in a few. Alright, I'm going to throw a couple of these brats here on the grill. Nice little sizzle. Close it up and let it go for just a couple of minutes. Those are raw, so they're going to have to cook a few minutes. Alright, we've had these brats on for, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes or so while the potato gratin was resting. Actually, I just want to roll these a little bit first. So put a couple more minutes, and now we're going to take these bad boys off the grill. Alright, let's go inside and feast on brats and potato gratin. Alright, the potatoes are ready, the brats are ready. We're just going to make a couple quick plates here. Real quick, 1, 2. Grab a plate, my friend, give the potatoes a taste.
That is nifty.
That is really good. I'm going to try one of these grilled beer brats. I'm just going to use my fingers. We're drunk. Fuck it.
It tastes like a bunch of happy. Any meal is great as long as it is a combination of potatoes and dead animal.
Cheese helps.
Yes, it does.
Alright, time for the send-offs. Johnny got out of the way. We were both just munching hardcore. This stuff is so good, so good. So, like I always say though, if Johnny and I can do this in the condition that we're in, I don't know if you noticed, cut my fucking thumb, whatever. If we can do this in the condition that we're in, imagine what you can do sober. Listen, people, put down the fucking cell phones. Summer's almost over. Enjoy the time with your kids, your family, all of that. Down with the cell phones. Drunken Chef out.
Now, being that it's already minced like that, would that be WAP paste? Or...
I don't know. We call these WAP nuggets.
Yeah, but a chunk of a clove is a WAP nugget. A full clove is a WAP something.